So a couple of years ago, I made this little sorting app thing that would randomize students into groups, and I decided to give it a bit of a makeover. Now it's called Grouping App because I've decided that it does a lot more grouping than it does sorting, and it will run on Windows, Mac, and Linux instead of just being on Windows. And so today I just wanted to run through how to install it and how to use it. Need to go to this URL to get it. I can just link this below. And then when you're there, you want to click on Download Now. Say, no thank you, just take me to the downloads, and click on Download. And I already have, so I'm not going to click it again. But after it's done, after it's done downloading, you can move this wherever you want to. I'm just going to put it on my desktop and extract that all to, I'm also going to do my desktop. And when that's done, you're going to get this. Just double click into here, and you want to open groupingapp.unity.exe. Yeah, it's going to have this little Windows thing, but it's just Windows being Windows, so you run anyway. It'll launch. And here it is. Two buttons down here. You got your settings, you got your classes. Go over to classes. You're going to get a blank screen because you don't have any classes. If you want to make a new class, you click the new class button. It's going to give you a new blank class. And I'm going to go click edit. You can change the name up here. My class. Oops. And now you need to add students. So there's two ways to add students, the slow way and the easier way. The slow way is you click add and you edit one by one. That's not how you spell Timmy, but you get the point. And then you do that for all your students, but you don't want to do that, is my guess. So I'm going to clear students, go back actually, and put this out of full screen so that I can Alt Tab. Minimize this real quick. So if you have a text file, which you will if you use the older version of this app, it's basically the same format that's compatible. You can just take all of these and copy them. So now these are in your clipboard. Go back to the sorting app, get out of settings, go back to your class that you're editing, and just click paste, and it'll make a whole bunch of students based off of that copy. And so now your class is populated with students. You can go back to your classes screen and set up what your settings are for your sorting, or grouping. It's not sorting. So number of groups, click on this, change it, 2, 3, like the max is 9. Keep extra separate. This is if your groups aren't even, like they won't have the same amount of people in them, you can choose to keep the extra ones separate, or you can choose to just throw them in the last group. I'm going to keep it checked for now. When you have these settings to your liking, just click group, and it'll give you all these little windows. And since it couldn't sort it evenly, I got this little one called Group Extras. These windows can be moved around if you click on this handle and drag. They can be made bigger if you can't see them, but obviously it will cover up other groups. Students can be moved between groups fairly easily. So if I want person 4 to be in group 1, I'll click on person 4 and drag them to this blank space over here. And you see these green arrows, I haven't let go yet, mean that they're being moved to here. Say I want to now swap person 4 with person 3. I'm going to click and drag on person 4 again, but this time instead of going in the blank area down here, I'm going to go over on top of person 3. You can see that there are blue arrows now. This means that these two are going to be swapped. So you let go, person 4 is now over here, person 3 is now over here. And that is, oops, I think it's cut off a little bit in the bottom, but this is the back button. That is about it. I'm just going to go to the settings real quick and show you what you can do. Editor theme, that's just the color. It's really just aesthetic. You can have like a purpley theme, a mildly French theme, another mildly French theme, kind of ugly theme, tan theme. I like this one the best. Warning dialogues, you can turn these off once you know what you're doing because it'll just slow you down, but they're there so that you know, so you don't accidentally delete something in the beginning. Full screen, obviously that toggles full screen. And I also recommend keeping this at 1 or like 1.1. Just keep it very close to 1 because otherwise you might get windows that are going off of your screen. So probably just leave it at 1 and scale them manually. And that's about it. I'm gonna link my email in the README, so if you have any questions, run into any bugs, feel free to shoot me an email. Thank you.